Hey everyone, Colton again. I wanted to do a different video tonight about drawing and coloring because who doesn't love coloring? I got some markers on Black Friday that I wanted to try out. I've used Copic markers before and they're great, and these are supposed to be just like Copic markers, but they're the Michael's store brand, I guess, or Artist Loft. The dual tip sketch markers. They're alcohol based, so they should blend nice. I'm using some actual marker paper, so we'll see if that helps. I've tried them out in a sketchbook a little, just doing swatches and seeing how they blend, and it didn't really blend super good, so maybe on the marker paper it'll be a little better. But first I got to do a little outline on the drawing that I sketched out earlier and forgot to video me doing that. So you guys can watch me do the line work. All right, so this is the drawing that I did. I sketched it out real quick before I realized that I should probably video me sketching things out real quick. But I've got my Micron number 8 marker, and I'm gonna do a little line work. So I finished up the line work, and then I went and drew some pupils on there, and then realized that there were some pencil lines still on the drawing, and stupidly did not wait for the pen to dry before I tried to erase it. So now she looks like a freaking war hero with a big old scar over her eye. But you know, that aside, let's start coloring, because this is more about checking out the markers than it is about doing a cool drawing, I guess. So I'm going to start with light beige, because I feel like it. So, after the fun time-lapse video, I just wanted you guys to see, so the alcohol in these markers is not blending for crap. I would not market these as blendable markers, which they have. They don't. I watched a couple other, instructional videos on the old YouTubes about how to get these markers to blend, and typically the way you do it is you do your light color, and then you do the darker color, and then you go back and use the light color to mix the two. Well, as you can see, it didn't blend at all. Also, you know, forgive me, I'm just kind of having fun with this one. I'm not really, you know, putting my heart and soul into it. It was more for the marker test than anything. But I gotta say, I'm not super impressed. These are not comparable to Copics at all. But, you know, if you want some double-ended markers, then I guess, I mean, if all I wanted out of them was double-ended markers, then I got a hell of a deal. And I mean, all in all, they're not like the worst thing I've ever used, but the alcohol is smearing the ink from the Micron more than it's moving the ink from the other pen or other alcohol markers, which is incredibly frustrating, since that was the whole point of them. And most of my lines now are just getting smeared and all discombobulated and, you know, making it look worse than it really needed to. So, would I recommend these? If you want them instead of Copic markers as a cheaper alternative, they're not. You're just gonna have to end up spending the money on Copics. There are a couple other brands out there that I've never used or tried or know anything about. I'm pretty sure Prismacolor makes one, and I'm a big fan of their colored pencils, so I'd be willing to try their markers, which are very blatantly advertised as blending markers or blendable markers. I'd love to find a cheaper alternative to Copic markers because they are just ridiculous with how expensive they are. Like, to the point that, like, I don't own any anymore. I mean, the ones that I had dried up or ran out from use, and I honestly can't justify the expense because I don't use them enough. I mean, I usually end up doing paintings and stuff more than I do this kind of stuff. But I just wanted to do something a little different today. So don't judge me too harshly based on just this. But I figure I'll finish old girl up here, and you know, you can let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah. So, the verdict is, although I did get a pretty cool little piece of art out of it, these are not a match for Copic markers. But they're kind of fun markers, you know? Enjoy them. If you liked my video, like it, subscribe for more. I'm gonna switch it up between doing models and drawing and painting and wood carving and leatherworking and, you know, pretty much just all of the arts and crafts I can get my grubby little mitts on. So, thanks.